Welcome, welcome to the Dome Romantik. Now, if you were hoping from the title that this would be a romance simulator, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But if you were hoping that it was going to be a mining survival defense game, and a very unique and very indie one at that, then I think you will be very pleased with what's on offer here. I really don't think you'd want to try romancing these aliens anyway. I think you would find them particularly hostile to your advances. Now, this is just the demo, so we only have the laser available out of all these 5 possible pod types, so the remainder of your Bubble Boy Fantasy role-playing will have to wait for the full release. We also only have the core gameplay mode available, not the migration yet, unfortunately. We have difficulty, which, actually, now that I realize, I haven't even tried Brutal. So I have beat the game on hard, but I don't even know how I didn't notice that there was a Brutal difficulty. I guess I was just trying to get to the game and clicked through this part every time, but yeah, we'll go ahead and try the Brutal difficulty for the first time. What I really want to try this run is to just kind of see how long we can last rather than trying to actually beat the game by getting to the core. As you can see on the core gameplay mode, you need to get to the center of the planet, so basically you just need to dig down far enough. But there's a big tech tree and I just want to see how much of it we can fill out by just basically mining out the map. So we'll try it on Brutal and see how it goes. Now, one quick thing, the key to success is going to be making sure that you are back at your guns by the time the monsters show up, and they show up every minute. So I would highly suggest that you set a timer of 1 minute every time you finish a fight. So I'm going to do that now, and we're going to start digging. So this is our dome, obviously, and we can dig down. These yellow blocks are our upgrade tokens, and unfortunately we only got 3 of them, and we need 4 of them in order to start getting our important upgrades here. So we got a bad RNG start. Most of the time you get 4 out of those first 2 blocks. Those will always be there. There will always be 2. They're actually, what ore is it? It's like, it's not copper, whatever. It's some sort of ore, but we'll just call them upgrade ore, I guess. And then there are, in addition to that, there is water, and there is, I think it's iron. Iron is the upgrade ore. Okay, here, we got enough for our first upgrades. I do suggest not carrying more than 3 at a time, usually, until you get the carry capacity, the carry strength upgrade. And we should be due for an attack pretty soon here. Do note that when you're in this menu, when you're at the control station, the game is paused, so that time does not count toward when the monsters are coming. So fairly soon we're going to want to get to our laser upgrades, power and movement. But for now we want to prioritize mining as much as we can, because obviously that gets us our upgrade materials faster. So snowball effect there. You can start with either drill strength or carry strength. I mean, speed's not bad. The upgrades, as you can see, get twice as expensive, or yeah, it gets twice as expensive for the second one, and then 50% more expensive for the third one, and 50% for the fourth one. So usually I'd say get all of the lowest tier first before you move on to the second, but you can prioritize carry and drill if you want. Speed's not quite as good. So I'm going to start with carry strength, and then we'll go for drill strength. These make a big difference. So drill strength, if I recall, it allows you to drill like almost 50% faster. or almost twice as fast. And then each upgrade from there pretty much doubles the speed again. So really big, really important. The movement speed gives you about 20% faster movement speed, and then 20% faster on that, and so on. The carry strength is a little more difficult to quantify. So I'll just get us going on our laser here while we wait for the monsters. So the carry strength, as you carry more ore, it gets exponentially, you move exponentially slower. So we got one guy on the left here, we'll move the laser on over there. That should be the only enemy, unless Brutal has different amounts. But no, it looks like that's the only enemy, so we need to start our timer. And there's some ore. I'll just take all 4. We have our carry strength now, so as you can see, we're moving much faster than before. And every time we want to just hop in here and see if we can get our next upgrade, which we should be able to get drill strength now. So we'll do that. And I think that's all of our ore. So I'm basically just gonna do every 3 tiles down, I'm gonna go across, because that gives us access to all of the tiles in between, as you can see. And now we got a whole bunch of ore. So I'm gonna grab about half of it, which is 5 ore. And this is probably the max that you should carry at one time with the first carry upgrade. So without the upgrade, I wouldn't carry more than 3. With the upgrade, I wouldn't carry more than 5. Because as I said, it slows you down exponentially more the more ore you attach on there. So like, at the start, carrying 1 ore might only slow you down like 7%. Carrying a second piece of ore slows you down by like 10% more. And then the third ore slows you down by like 20%, and then the fourth by like 30%. So it adds up very quickly. A little bit is very small difference, but more and more as you go on. So, what did we bring back? 5. So we could get our speed upgrade, or we can save up for a laser upgrade. I'm gonna push it and try for the speed and see how that goes. So we should have 1 left over. Gonna get on our laser here, fry this dude. That looks to be the only guy. And we are cruising 20% faster now. So hopefully we find 1 more ore vein, and that will give us enough for our laser upgrade. But for now we don't have it. So we'll go this way. So you have visibility on every adjacent block to what you've mined. So that is why I'm doing this pattern, because as you can see, it shows us all of the blocks this way. So I'm just gonna, it's almost time for our battle, so I'm just gonna grab these. So these blue ones are for more particular upgrades. What we're gonna want it for first, most likely, is repairs. So as you can see here, cobalt repair, we need to do the proximity meter, which just tells, it gives us a little meter at the bottom showing us when there's going to be a battle, and it also gives us a ding at the end of the fight to tell us when it's over, which makes it easier to, you know, step away from the console as fast as possible. Then we'll need a health upgrade, and then we can spend 1 of the blue minerals to repair about 25% of our hull damage. But we basically want to put that off as long as possible because it requires us to spend 4 of our upgrade or our iron on that. And we'd really like to purpose that for other things like faster drilling and carrying and moving, and why go for defense when you can go for offense, basically. So we're going to start with the movement upgrade for the laser, which will make it move quite a lot faster. And we'll hop in there because it's about time. There we go. When it zooms out there, it is battle time. So maybe power would have been better, I don't know. So that should be all for that one. And I'm gonna go ahead and dig around the other side here. And we will get back to mining that ore. Nice, it looks like we found a whole nother vein. So the other thing that you can find down here is, that's gonna be too much. We're gonna need to make 2 trips. The other thing you can find down here is basically new abilities. So you'll find like these cores, and they will add things to your tech tree. So like you could find a shield that recharges, and you can upgrade the recharge speed and the strength of the shield and so on. Or you can find a stun laser, which will give you a second laser on your dome that stuns the enemies, and so on and so forth. And these just kind of like get added to the bottom of your dome. So it's really cool, and I really like the system, but it's total RNG, like what add-ons you get and where they are and all of that. So let's go get that second batch. And it's gonna be about time for an attack. I should know exactly when it's gonna be, but yeah, I kind of, when you're going in and out of this screen, which pauses the timer, I'm not very diligent about my timer. So we'll waste a little bit of time, most likely. So we can choose to either go for more mining stuff, or we can go for the power on the laser right now. I'm not sure which we want to do. I think the first power upgrade is pretty important, so I think we'll just do that. And then we'll go ahead and wait for the next wave. I think I might be wasting a little bit. No, that's pretty much right. Okay. So now we have flyers, and they are annoying as heck. They're kind of hard to see coming in. I think that's all of it. And they will shoot projectiles at your dome. And they get to be quite numerous. Aha! We found an add-on. Let's pull that on back. And I have forgotten to start my timer, which happens so freaking often. I don't know why I can't remember. So what do we get? So we have Orchard, which basically grows fruit that makes us faster at moving and mining. Or we have the Stun Laser. Now the Orchard, every time you use a fruit, it's going to cost you a water. So those aren't my favorite, the ones that use the resources. They can be very good later on, but at the beginning I'd go for the ones that don't require any consumption of resources. So I'm going to go with the Stun Laser. And then we will go back down and see if we can find some more upgrade materials. So the further down you go, the harder it gets to mine the blocks. Aha! We did find some. And it's about fight time, so we need to hurry up and get back up there. I'll just grab these 3, and we will go. It is very, very bad if you are not there at the start of the fight, because you can take damage very rapidly. So I think we're good on the laser for now. We want to get back to upgrading our gathering capacity. So as I said, once you get the add-on, then it's added to the tech tree. So you can see we've got a whole bunch of new stuff that we can upgrade here for the stun laser. That's not high priority. The stun laser upgrades aren't like fantastic. So we're going to keep prioritizing this for now. But hopefully we will get those fleshed out in time. So carry strength or drill strength, either one is good. We'll go for carry for now, and that's all we can afford. And then we will hop in the laser. So the other nice thing about the stun laser is it starts moving toward the enemy even before they're on screen. So that can give you advance warning about where to move. Basically, it can see farther than you can, and I think that's all of them. Eventually, we will need to get the proximity... Oh, I forgot. We've got some ore waiting for us. You can kind of mine 2 blocks a little bit faster doing this at the corners. We'll go ahead and see if we can find any more here. And also, as you go down, you're going to find that the... so see how it shrinks here? And then as we go down, it gets larger to the sides. So that's going to keep happening. So now that's the edge. Okay, I'm going to head back. You can also kind of drag some of them like this. And I think that's going to be the... Oh, yeah, it's definitely time. Oh, boy. Not good. Okay, so we're going to take some unnecessary damage here because I was not diligent about my timer. Can we get drill strength? No. And we got flyers all over the place. So if you don't hit the flyers fast enough, they will kind of fold in and move. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Okay, timer on. I'm going to go ahead and expose these 2 blocks. Okay. Excellent. So when you find one tile of ore, there's always going to be more adjacent to it. So we'll go ahead and grab about 5 or 6 there. And so I can drag these 2 that we're not actually connected to a little bit, which can be slightly useful, but it's not like a huge deal. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do drill strength, and we'll go back and quickly grab one more round. It's going to have to be very quickly, though. Oh boy, I'm running into walls. Yeah, I think we're going to be a little late. Not good, not good. Every bit of damage we take is going to cost us those blue minerals, and they are limited, so you really want to avoid that as much as possible. It might be time for another laser upgrade. I'm not even sure if we have enough to afford it just yet. No, we don't. We can't even afford the speed upgrade, so I guess we'll just wait till we can. I hate it when they're going back and forth like this. We need that second movement upgrade for the laser. I tend to prioritize the flyers, especially when I have a stun laser taking care of other stuff for me. Just because the flyers get really annoying when they're phasing in and out of existence and whatnot. Let's just go ahead and take these on up. And I forgot to start my timer again. Nothing we need to do here. Let's go ahead and check this way. The iron, the upgrade ore, is usually fairly well distributed. Okay, well let's take this on back. See what we get. Nicely dragging our waters along there. And it should be about time for an attack. Get something good. We got, okay. So we got both of the perspection upgrades. So there is the perspection meter, which basically just gives us a little meter in the bottom left that will tell us how close we are to iron. And so you can basically just see if the meter's going up as you move and determine the direction of the iron from that. So that's very helpful for finding iron, and then you can upgrade it to find other types of materials as well. Oh, cobalt. Cobalt is the blue one that's needed for repairs and various other things. And then there is the probe, which is actually a thing that you drag around with you. And when you're holding it and you're stationary, it'll do a pulse, which will show you nearby resources and exactly where they are. I kind of prefer the meter, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and take that. And so that will open up this whole tech tree here. So as you can see, we can upgrade it to search for, to show us where water and cobalt are as well. And we can upgrade it to show us, just give us an arrow in the direction so we don't have to kind of figure it out from how we're moving. But they're actually kind of expensive for what they do. I mean, the cobalt meter can be very helpful if you are in need of repairs. But for now, I'm just not going to bother with any of that. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how helpful the perspection stuff is. Like, just doing the grid search pattern that we've been doing is pretty effective. You can get upgrades a little bit faster using the perspection meter, to be fair. But you will miss like some cobalt and water deposits doing it that way. So do we have enough for an upgrade? I would like a move speed upgrade for the laser. I think we're going to save up for that. But for now, we need to wait for the next attack. Looks like it's from the left, according to our stun laser. And we have our first really big dude, which is not good news because we do not have a damage upgrade. Well, we don't have the second damage upgrade yet, and we kind of need it. The stun laser cannot help with these big guys. And I think we're going to take some damage here, and we can't afford to take very much. Our dome is pretty close to dead. So he's just going to start drilling, and that might be the end for us. Whew. Very close. Very, very close. Yeah, we might have to go for the upgrades. I mean, repairs. And I forgot my timer again. Why am I such an airhead? Not finding what we need very quickly here, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Probably only be able to take one load up. Ooh, it's a big one. Alright, let's get going. You don't have to worry too much about dragging them around corners. As long as they have a way to roll around, then you can get it caught on, if it gets like really wrapped around a tile, then it can get caught, but most of the time not. Okay, so question is, do we go for a laser upgrade or do we go for the repairs? I don't know which would be better. I'm thinking... I don't know. If we survived a next round, we have enough upgrade ore that we can get the laser upgrade, I'm pretty sure. So maybe we just focus on repairs for the moment. So as you can see now in the bottom left, we have a meter for, well, we have our perspection meter at the top. We have a meter for the monsters in the bottom left, and to the right of that we have our health meter for the dome. So each time we put a cobalt in, we're going to get about 25% of that filled up. If we get the second health upgrade, it doesn't retain the proportion of the health bar that gets repaired. So it is just a flat amount of health that gets repaired. So getting the health upgrade won't increase the amount that this repairs, unfortunately. Okay. So I'm sure we don't have enough. We do have enough for this. Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. We should be good to go then. So we're starting on the right side, and it's really using the laser, it's very slidey. So if sometimes I go past the target, that is why. I'm just going to go ahead and kill the flyer here. That was probably the wrong decision since the stun laser was on him, but... Okay, we don't need the timer anymore because we've got that monster meter down there. I'm going to go ahead and break through this way. Ooh. Okay. So we got another add-on. That's cool. I'm more concerned about the upgrades for now, but add-ons are always good. It could be something I don't care very much about, or it could be something like a shield, which is a really big deal. Because with the shield, we can absorb a couple of hits each time without needing repairs, which saves us a lot of cobalt. Let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll bring it on up. And that'll be about as much time as we have for this wave. There is an add-on you can get that actually delays the wave, which is monster repellent. It does cost water each time you use it, like the... Okay, so we got the probe and the orchard. Man, they're really pushing these particular add-ons, unfortunately. I don't really care about either of these. I'm not super stoked about them. We'll go with the orchard. So as you can, as you probably saw, that adds this little doodad on to the left of us here. And that is going to start growing fruit. Assuming we have water to fuel it. So, do we go for a laser damage upgrade next, or do we go for speed or drill strength or carry strength? I don't know. So here's the orchard upgrades. Basically, you can just make it last longer. You can have it boost your movement speed faster, or your drill speed more, or make it grow faster, or make it give you 2 fruits for every water. those are the options. There's also the inventory upgrade here, so you can just see what resources you have, which is kind of helpful, but to me not worth to upgrade ore for. Since we've got the big guys coming, we should probably get the Power 2 upgrade as fast as we can, is what I'm thinking. Because movement speed for the laser is not going to help us kill those any faster. Get the little guys out of the way here first. Hopefully we'll have enough time to kill this guy before he can start damaging us. I'm not for sure, though. I think we've got it. No, apparently we don't. Wow, we really need that damage upgrade. Okay. Let's get back to mining the upgrade ore. Lots of water around here, but I don't really care about it. Yep. Yes, that's what we want. That's what we need. Okay, let's grab all of that and drag it on up. And hopefully we'll have time to come back down for a little more. Does that give us enough? I'm just letting it consume there. That does not give us enough. That is very unfortunate. Because we kinda need that upgrade. Let's take a look over here. Hey, there's some more. Okay, let's just grab that and go. Because time is running out. Our monster meter is almost depleted. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Surely that will be enough, right? Right? Yes! Thank God. Okay. So after this, we are on the final tier of laser upgrades, so basically we can just upgrade the damage again, or the movement speed again. I don't actually like the third movement speed upgrade because it makes it so slidey that it's actually very hard to target. So I go for the damage. You can also go for a mirror laser, but it splits the damage between both sides, and frankly I haven't needed to have the laser on both sides. So I go for the power upgrade, which it's kind of, I mean, the power upgrade's basically mandatory in order to kill the big guys fast enough, so I don't see either of these two as options. And the reason I say that is because you do have to choose between them. Once you take one of these, the other two are unavailable. So I would very much advise taking the power upgrade, because otherwise you're just not going to have the DPS to survive. But before we need that, hopefully we can get in some drill and carry and speed upgrades here so that we can gather resources faster. So we'll try and go for the speed upgrade next. But for now, it is fight time. Looks like our fruit finished growing. And as you can see, we are melting these fools real quick now. Basically just need a half-second tap. Unfortunately, that is still not enough to avoid damage. But we mostly avoided damage. Let's go back to our unfinished ore deposit over here. And I'll keep digging. Okay, that's a good haul. We'll just grab all of those. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm really excited for the full release. Definitely have it wishlisted. If you're interested in it, you should wishlist it too. That helps the developers. Do we have enough for drill strength? We do not. I kind of want to save for drill strength. We got a tiny bit more time, not enough for, like, to find another load and bring some back up, but okay, yeah, we need to go. Our meter was telling us there is some upgrade material pretty close to there, though. What you got? What you got? No whammy. Okay, the stun laser's on him, so go ahead and finish that. Now we gotta get the flyer, and then this guy. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and drag these waters out of the way so that they don't fall further down as we dig down here. So our meter is filling up, which means there is some pretty much directly below us here. Stop filling, so... okay, looks like it's to the left. And there it is. Is that it? Just two? The meter's still pretty full. Maybe down below, yeah. Okay. Weird that that was such a small patch. Ooh, okay, well this one's not small. That's for sure. Yeah, we can take a couple more with us. We're only going to be able to take one trip up, so we may as well make it count. We should probably do some repairs, too. Really wish we'd found a shield instead of the perspection meter. That would be helping us a lot more. So we'll do one repair there. And then we will go for drill strength, I think. That's all we can do for now. Back to the guns. Doing pretty well. Okay, so this is the new type ending. You basically have to hit it on the way in, or else you will take damage. We could start using the fruit. We've got plenty of water. Ooh, this is a really big one. Can we make it up with all of this? Looks like we can. A little bit slow, but that's what we have the carry strength upgrades for. Looks like we'll have about half time left. Do we have enough for it? We should have enough for another upgrade. I think probably only for speed. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. I mean, ideally I would like to, let's try going to the right here. Ideally I would like to upgrade the fruit before we start spending water on it. But there's just not, like, really good... There's not a good time right now. It's more important that we get our core upgrades. Because the fruit doesn't do, like... It doesn't make a huge difference. I don't know if we go for Carry Strength 3 next, or for Power 3. Probably Power 3. But we'll see how we're doing in the fights, if we need it or not. Yeah, we kind of need it right now, actually. because they're starting to throw lots of big baddies at us. And all these flyers distracting us. Let's finish this guy. Please. We might die here. I don't know if we can kill this guy before he kills us. I think we can, but it's going to be close. Yeah, that's gnarly. One other nice thing that I should mention about this game is the control scheme is so simple. It's kind of like Kingdom, where you can play it with one hand. All it uses is 4 directional keys and the spacebar. And X to exit stuff. So that's really good. Simplicity is elegance. So we do have enough to repair back up here, fortunately, but we really need that laser damage upgrade. Oh, let's go ahead and grab a fruit here. So we're moving a little faster now. We're digging a little faster. I have not been able to test sufficiently to quantify how much, but as you can see, it's good. Okay, we got another add-on. So there's no upgrade ore here. That's unfortunate. There is ore below us. Looks like right down here. I don't know if we can actually carry all of this up. We don't have a ton of time. Add-ons really flying there. Okay, I think we're good. But yeah, we're going to need a lot more upgrade resource very quickly. We're a little bit late getting up here. Ah, we got the shield! Heck yeah! Okay, excellent. So now we can actually afford to take a couple of hits without wasting cobalt. Looks like we're going to have pretty much the same battle as last time. You have to really just tap the movement keys on the laser here. Ooh, I don't know about this. We're going to be taking more damage than we did last time. And we're starting with the same amount of health, so... But we didn't take as much damage prior to getting to these guys, so we're okay. But we are burning through way more cobalt than I would like. And more than is sustainable. I don't know how much we have left, but it's not a lot. We really, really need that power upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and repair, just so we don't forget. We'll go ahead and do one more, because it's getting pretty hairy. Unfortunately, we don't have any fruit ready. But we do know where some iron is, so that's something. I would like for it to be a little more than that, but take what I can get. Basically, how long it takes us to get that upgrade is going to determine whether we win or lose this run. So it looks like there's some more below us, according to the meter. And there it is. We're going to go ahead and take this up for now. Probably should have grabbed that cobalt as well. It's a good time. I don't think we have enough yet. Probably going to need 1 or 2 more trips. Yep. We'll see if we live that long. Looks like fruit's ready though, so that's something. Crud. Oh, now there's runners as well. Oh boy. I'm gonna let the stun laser hopefully take care of that one for the moment. Oh, we're screwed. We're definitely screwed. I can't even target the flyers now, because this guy's in the way. Yep. Brutal is brutal. I don't actually know what we could have done better there. But, when you lose, you get to keep one of the gadgets. So... I'd say probably the shield or the stun laser would be most helpful. An argument could definitely be made for the perspection meter. Just focusing in on the upgrade materials could get us those upgrades a lot faster. And that is really what determines winning or losing, is the pace at which you can mine and upgrade. Yeah, I don't really know. I think we'll try with the perspection meter and see how that goes.